are live. Hello, Roslyn. Oh, really? Hi, there are 3 people. Hi. Well, I just wanted to say happy Saturday and thank you so much for spending this time with me while I color with my acrylic markers and my new book, the Disney Family book, but this is the English edition, or more so the US edition, and it's a little bit different, so I kind of wanted to go over this part of it with you guys today. I have a video of a flip through and just a little bit more about it, but I feel like it would be a nice time to do this live with you guys as well. Hi, Roslyn. How are you doing? Okay, let me set my markers aside real quick. I already picked out the colors, but I wanted to tell you all about this book. Good, and you? I'm good. It's a pretty cold Saturday over here. It's gonna have a big snowstorm, so I'm cozying up, coloring, and obviously chatting with you guys. Okay, so a little bit about this. My first impression is like, oh, the quality seems very similar to the Europe editions, but obviously this one is printed by Penguin Random House instead of Hatchet Heroes. My first impression is that it's very, like, the paper quality is very similar actually, like it's premium paper, you know, and I've been wanting this book, but I was like, you know what, maybe I won't, you know, because I still have so many pages left in my other books. So, but you know, I had to give this a try. It's also now available on Amazon too, the US edition. So if you feel like you want to, you know, read in English, then you can do that. But I thought these pages were so cute, and so I have this 101 Dalmatian page. You can kind of see it. It's pretty simple, only 9 colors. Oof, so cute. So I'm so excited to color this with you guys. I have to color like this, I think, because the page is like horizontal. So I want to see if I could get a little closer to it so you can see. Say me too. Oh yeah, I hope everyone stays warm and safe, cozy, wherever they are. Okay, so like I said, I already picked out these 9 colors, and you can see right here. I'm using the colors I chose are from my Languo 240 set, plus their 36 acrylic pen set. So I can show you my swatches. Oop, I don't know where the other one went, but my Languo 36 acrylic gel pens, and also my Languo 240. And because it's only 9 colors, it's actually not that much. it felt like a very easy, simple page that we can color together. Oh, and I'm also using my shuttle art. This is also 36 set, so I have a few colors from this set that we'll be using, but I'll set that aside real quick because I want to start with the white. Since you can see there's like a lot of whites in this page because it's 101 Dalmatians, the cutest movie ever. So I just want to get straight to it. I'm using Guangna's 600, which is the white. For smaller areas, I'll be using my go-to, the grabby white fine tip acrylic marker. But for now, I think like spaces like this and like even here is fine for my thick one. I'm actually running out of the white soon, so hopefully it'll last me. And for people who are wondering why I am coloring in the white areas when it's clearly like white, it just looks a little bit better cohesively on the page. Same thing when you swatch, you know, your markers, and you swatch the white on a white paper. It's because you want to see how the white looks on paper, like this. If it's adds coverage, if it obviously if it looks white, like this is really nice quality, and Guangna's always my go-to. I wish that I have a lot of money to buy art supplies. Girl, you don't need that much money. You just need one book and maybe one set of markers to start with. And it doesn't even have to be like the 240, the fancy like markers. You can do it at your own pace. But I do know these books can get very expensive. So I feel you. I had to save up a lot, and when I first started coloring again as an adult, I did not spend that much money actually at first, because a coloring book, at least like the Coco Wild ones, they were like, you know, $6-7. So it was very easy, and I got the very like small set, like a 48 alcohol marker set. And that was like, you know, maybe $30. and that was it. That was all I had, and I just colored. But if you truly wanted to invest in it, then that's a different story. I also want to hear how your guys' day has been. I know it's only, well, for over here it's only the afternoon, but still I want to know. And one thing that I always do is having to go back to the page that I'm coloring just to make sure I'm coloring in the right things. Okay, yeah. And honestly, this paper, or like this edition book, feels very, very similar to the Hatchet Heroes one. Like, I really think the paper quality is very similar. It's very thick. There are only just minor differences, and I think it's just because, you know, American versus like Europeans is a little different, but those differences are very minor. My day is okay. Oh, why is it only okay? I might have like a lot of background noises because I do live in a city, one of the busiest cities, but it's okay. And I have like airports around me too, so it gets very loud. And then now the heater is on because it's gonna have a snowstorm. It's cold. It feels like -degrees. It's crazy. This is like the end of January, you guys. I don't know. I understand that. We just all have those days. But it's a weekend, and I hope you can use this time to, you know, refresh, recharge, unwind, all that good stuff. They're so cute, these little dogs. Okay, the spots are a little tricky, but it's not bad. This is still very simple, this page, honestly. And I really appreciate these simple pages because sometimes I just don't want to spend like a few days finishing the page. I just want to finish it on the spot. And so I really like these more simple pages in these books. Cute. Cute. One dog down. Oof. The white is so satisfying. So again, I love and this is just my process, but I love starting with the lightest color, and if there's like heavy whites like this, I would always start off with that, because I can always, like, if I mess up with the white, everything is kind of darker than white, so it's easy to fix that if I ever made a mistake. And then here it's not that many colors, so I feel like it's nice, and it's gonna be easy to just cover all of this up with white first. I have some super exciting news that I want to share with you guys, but not the time yet, so hope you guys will stay tuned. Especially if you love these color by numbers mystery books. Also, not sure if you've seen my Inside Out double page recently. That I'm so like freaking proud of that. Like, took me a month really to finish it, because first I like started every character, and then it was like Christmas and New Year's and all of that, and I completely forgot to bring my markers with me on break, so I didn't get to color it as much. But then I was able to come back and then just do one character at a time, because I've put off that page for so long, and it felt nice to finish it. Like, I was so proud of it, especially like the colors I chose, even the little details. I feel like I'm getting better. There's just so many progression to it that I just feel very proud of myself, because these double pages take so much time, and that's why I can't really film it all the time, because I like to do it on my own time and take my time with it without having to film it, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I can't see. I kind of messed up there. See, but because I messed up, I can use the darker color later to fix it. Truly the beauty of acrylic markers. And lately I've been feeling more of a tug towards this than like alcohol markers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my alcohol markers. Ooh-hoo-hoos are my babies. But I don't know, it's hard when you mess up and you have to figure out a way to fix it, and usually you would use acrylic markers. So, just very interesting. Okay, I think that dog is done. Now we need to move on to this one and this. I'm gonna do these first. And honestly, if you don't like, if you don't want to color Disney mystery coloring books or like these colored by numbers, then you can, there's other it's called like other topics that you can color too. There's like a manga one, there's a Pokemon one, there's just regular flowers, regular animals, destinations. Like I have a book that's literally just about destinations, and I love it too because I feel like I'm painting something with these acrylic markers, and it's very satisfying. That's why I really love color by numbers or paint by numbers, because I can't really paint, I can't really draw, so it gives me that like satisfaction that I was able to do something like that, you know? So I really love this, and every time I finish like a page, Disney or any like color by numbers, I feel very satisfied with myself and accomplished. It's getting so good. Thank you, Rosalind. It is. And it's just white. I haven't even used any other color yet. Isn't that crazy? I think I said this in my last live, that I do need new black and white acrylic brushes. I feel like brush is okay, medium and fine is okay too. I feel like I need a little bit of everything, but I'm the type of person to finish and then buy something new. And I don't encourage you to fall in that overconsumption of things that you don't need. It's just things that, you know, I recommend or don't recommend. You know, my main goal is to provide a safe and comfortable, relaxing community where you can just color freely and relax freely. Not for you to buy something from me. You see, is that where it goes? Yeah. Okay. So this is how it's supposed to look like. And it's so cute, isn't it? For little details, I'm gonna need to go all up in the page, so please don't mind me. Cute. Also, how's the music volume and all of that? Been actively trying to fix my audio to make sure it is good for you guys. Or let me know if I can or should turn up the volume. So, from my last live, I also was talking a lot about, you know, my Asian culture. And so I wanted some of your guys' opinion. If you have the Pokemon or manga color by number book, to let me know how you like it, because I'm really debating if I want those books too, because they look like such fun books. And I grew up with Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Like, I don't know which one. And I carefully plan this out because I save it just so I can buy it. Or maybe ask that for my birthday or something. But I don't even know which one I want. And my birthday is next month, so I'm so excited. I don't know what I want to do. And if you guys have any good birthday coloring pages recommendations, please let me know. Last year, Momo ain't no fluff. Shout out to her. She gifted me a birthday page that is now in her Fluffy Days coloring book. And I absolutely loved coloring that for you guys, and I have a video of that up too. But it was such a beautiful page. Super, super cute. So I was just wondering if you have any other recommendations for birthday pages. I also have this ugly test paper of my acrylic markers, so because you should always test out your acrylic markers in case they explode, and you don't want that ruined on your page, you know? I literally just use an index card, so it's not like, so I'm not completely wasting paper. And now I'm using my Grabby for extra fine tip for their eyes that are white. Has smaller details to it. Here too. I also don't think there's like a drying difference on these pages. It really just depends on how much ink you're putting on the pages, because I don't really see a difference between this US edition to my normal EU editions of these books. And I definitely wanted to try this out just to see what's the difference, but I think like it's still pretty thick. The paper quality is very similar. One thing is, like, I think the page numbers are black here instead of, like, it's normally the color of the book. Because let me see. Oh, not the color of the book, but you know, it would be this color, like a purple hue to it. And then this green, like it's just different colors. So this is the first one I've had with black colors. There's the page number. So it's very interesting. Okay, now that we finished the white, I do like to go in with that second layer as well, even for a white, just so you can get that pop, just like any other color. And again, this is like just how I color things. You can have your own way of doing it, and everyone else can have their own way of doing it, you know? Oh yeah, also, the point of this live, if you guys have any questions, because I've been coloring this for quite some time now, I've learned a lot from this, and I know a lot of you are kind of just starting off, or still struggling maybe to find colors. I always share my color codes because I can understand just how frustrating it can get having to find the color codes and take like an hour. Like that's what I do all the time. But then there are also people that are kind enough to share their color codes, so even if you don't agree with that color code, like you can change it, but at least there's like a reference point, you know what I mean? So I felt very grateful for those who do share their color codes, just so I can get started. And that's what I want to do for you guys as well. And then I think the more you start picking out colors and finding the patterns that you see every time you pick colors, you just kind of get used to it, and you're like, oh, I know what color that is, and you automatically go to that, and then you check, you know, confirming that it is the right color, and there you go. Bam. Very quick and easy. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, whether it is now or later when you think of one, because I'm always here to help you. I also linked this book in the description, and this is the US edition that I linked. And then you can kind of see like there are other US editions too, like the princess one, that's very popular, right? And then there's also Pixar classics, that's all. I think Princess is coming soon, and same thing with Villains. You can pre-order them though. But yeah, I think these are the only 5 books so far that are coming out in the US edition. So that's very exciting, because also if you are based in the US and you are buying Europe books, the tariffs obviously are a lot more, and so it's a little bit pricier. But now that they have these US editions, taxes are not as high, and you know, it's a lot more affordable. So just wanted to let you guys know that, so we can all just color in peace. I think the next color I'm gonna do is 7, and I think that's their ears, and yeah, I think that's it. Let's look at the back. Yeah, like the pinkish areas are just there. Okay, so 7. It is my language. So this is 7. Where is 7? I lost it. Have a little bit in their mouth. And then ear. And also, again, if you have one of the books, if you know that you have one of the books that I have and want to buddy color with me, I'm always open for that. I think it would be so fun to do something like that and just yap together. They're so cute. It makes me want to rewatch 101 Dalmatian. Literally the cutest. Oh, adorable. Oh, I forgot this tail too over here. Let's check one more time. No, there's another. Okay, now we add another layer. feel like in these types of paper, it dries fast if you don't add a lot of ink. If you're just kind of gliding through, it dries pretty quickly with both the guana and the Languo acrylic markers. I don't really see much of a difference, honestly. Okay, what's the next color? Maybe I'll do 8, which is this red. And this is where we take out our shuttle art marker. Oh, this thing keeps breaking. Let's see what else we are using. I think so neat. And 4, 5, BG23. I think that's it. There were quite some markers that I used from the shuttle art set for this page, because I also feel like I haven't used it in a while. And if you've been following me, you know I think I've had this for a while, but I haven't used it as much. So now we are going to break it in. This is number 8. I think 8 was their car here. And there's also a 9 there. I think I always love these new books because I get to see all these new pages, and they're just so adorable. He also has the red color here. I think that's it for red. Yeah. Just gonna let that dry up for a little bit. I also have my tea going. I'm just so having a very cozy Saturday, very much needed cozy Saturday, because it's been so busy and hectic. And I hope this brings you some peace too. Okay. Tried it pretty fast, but like I said, as long as you don't douse your whole marker in the page, then it's gonna dry pretty fast. 8. What is 9? Oh, actually, and then here we have my Languo acrylic gel pen, and this will be for number 9 here. I actually, you guys, I cannot rave enough about these acrylic gel pens. And I know you guys know I do have my Languo gel pens, my regular gel pens, and you know that when I spray it, with my acrylic spray that it messes up the page and everything. Like, I just kind of vowed, like, everything is going to be acrylic. I'm only gonna be using acrylic on my pages. No more gel, no more nothing, no more Posca, because even that ruins it. So with these acrylic gel pens, and they are acrylic, it did not ruin my page, and it just, like, it flows so nicely. And I feel like I showed you how the black pen was like when I do outlining. Oof, so good. You can see how much I used already. Like, it's almost gone. I have to go, but I'm coming back. Sounds good, Rosalind. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so let's get into number 9 here. Yeah, it just flows so nicely. You don't have to prime it, you don't have to shake it. All you really have to do is press down to kind of like activate it, but other than that, it's like ready to go. 9 here. But if you haven't used it in a while, I have some that are a little bit harder to get started, but that's just because I haven't used it in a while. So if you are constantly using it, there should be no need to like having to really get the ink flowing. It's 9, you guys. No, that's a 5. This is a 9. Okay. Also, don't be intimidated by all these numbers. They're all the same numbers. Don't worry. You just color over this entire area. I know a lot of people tell me, like, how do you see, how do you even find the numbers and all of that? Like, it's not that hard, especially with this type of page, because let me show you up close. This is all 4, right? These are all 4s, 4s, 4s. They're all in different shapes just to kind of make it the mystery aspect of these books. So they're all 4, all 4, all 4, even by the window here, as you can see. So it's just that one color, and then you can clearly see there is a break right here where 3 is at, and that's 4, and that's 3, but this whole area right here is 3. Same thing with down here. You see the little line, and then, you know, this whole bottom part is 3. Right? So it's not that hard, and you can also go back to your solutions just to make sure. But yeah, that's the break, the colors. So it's, as long as you take your time with it and you just enjoy yourself, I think that's the most important part. Okay, now that has dried, let's go in with another layer. Another layer here. Hi, Alexandria. How are you? I think that's it for number 9. Let's double check. Yeah, I think it is. So let's move on. Wondering if I should just do the gray now. In the gray, I have the shuttle art one. It fits this page, so I felt like, you know, why not use these markers? I do believe shadow art markers are acrylic markers are great too. I just prefer like a guangna just because I guess the way their brush is like. This one is very firm. Like these types of acrylic markers is just so firm. So it does help with the little details here in this page. But if you're talking about flow wise, like this type of acrylic marker is like works a lot better for larger areas like this. I'm good, girl. I was waiting for this live so I can color too. Oh, let's do it. What are you gonna color? Let's see. And honestly, I change my mind a lot when I color in these books. So acrylic markers just really help me with that when I like change my mind. Or I'm not satisfied with the color. See, like this number 5 that I'm coloring right now is the details are very meticulous. So having this type of brush is really nice too. Now I feel like it's so dark. Why is this gray so dark? Or it's supposed to be like that. And see, this is why I second guess myself a lot. But sometimes when I pick out colors, I'm not in the right lighting or something, so that's what usually happens. Let me find it again. See, like it looked perfect when I matched the colors like this. But now, it doesn't match. So let's find the correct color. Okay. Let's check guangna. I think I'm gonna choose something from the Cocoa White Comfy Days book. Ooh. Which page? I'm almost done with that book, but I haven't colored in it in a while. Where's my gray? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I haven't colored it in a while, but I've been meaning to. Actually, I think I've colored all the colors, all the pages that I wanted to color, so that's why I haven't colored in that book. But I'm very curious to know what page you're coloring in, because honestly, that book was my favorite book, or favorite Cocoa Wild book, because it's the cutest page, and the music is gone. That was fast. Sorry, you guys. Let me just find music real quick. Or bring back my music. I really want though are the new Cocowayo books. Like with Penguin Random House as the publisher. Because I've heard the pages are so much nicer. And that really kind of put me off with the old books. Like I kind of stopped coloring in it. Because I really did not appreciate the quality, and I don't really color in a lot of Amazon books. I have a few that I would make an exception for, and which are the ones that I have, and you know, always color in. I'm looking through it right now, I'll let you know. I also love the Comfy Days coloring book, but the Girl Moments one might be my fave so far. You know what it is? I have yet to check that book out, and I really wanted to. But again, paper quality. But I also did hear that they came out with new books with better quality, so I really wanted to check that out. But your girl is on a budget, unfortunately. So definitely let me know how you like it, because maybe one day I will get it. Because I saw it at Barnes & Nobles too. At least not the Girl Moments, the what is it, Cozy Days? No, what am I saying? Is it Cozy Days? I don't remember. But yeah, I really wanted to get them, but it got more expensive, obviously, because the paper quality, so I've had other priorities, I guess. But yeah, let me know. Okay, I think it is this color. See, I'm more satisfied now, and I fixed it so quick. Also, anyone else into this is so random, but anyone else into true crime? I've just been listening to a lot of Stephanie Sue on YouTube, and like true crime stories. It's so interesting. Like the one with, let me see, the one with Ruby Frankie, or was it Ruby Frank? I don't remember. It was a crazy story, just insane. So I've like watched all the parts and everything, and I was just so like fascinated and disturbed, but also I missed a bite. Love true crime. I used to love Bailey Sarian on YouTube. Oh, I need to check them out because I love Stephanie Sue, but I don't know. Maybe it's the way she talks, but I love her like motive and like her storytelling. But I would love to check out like other people too. Bailey Sarian. I need to jot that down. But yeah, just listening to like that Ruby Frankie, who basically was part of like this cult from Jody Jody something. And like basically, oh, it's so bad. I don't even know if I can talk about it. But if you know, you know. It's just very sad. Disturbing. Yeah, I think it's so crazy what women have to go through in life. It's so unfair, but I love, you know, hearing the stories and being able to like be more aware, I guess. Let me get back to like being cozy. Oof. What is that? Again, if you have any questions, don't be shy and ask me. Oh, also another common question I get is how long these markers last, right? And which one to start with that you think will be able to color a full page like this. Again, every page or every book is very different. Like you see here, there's over like 20 colors in this page alone versus also having some pages that are only 9 colors like this. So it really depends, you know, obviously on the page you color and how many layers you add onto it and everything else. So it's leaking, and this is why you have to test it out on the paper first. And see, now this has a lot of ink, which is not going to dry fast. So yeah, asking like what is a good starter set, I highly recommend, and this is what I did also, was the Guangna 168. Honestly, I didn't even have that set to begin with when I started coloring this. I only had this Shuttle R36 set, so I only had 36 colors, but I was able to color like at least 5 pages before I was like, I think I need more colors. But yeah, I did start with those colors first, and then I decided, hey, maybe I might get the 168 set guangna, just because it was cheaper, and it had, you know, great colors to start with. And I was able to do like almost like, or actually 50 pages that I did with the guangna 168 set, and I thought, you know, I think it's a great set, and I truly believe that and recommend it, not just because, you know, it's guangna, but I genuinely thought it was a great starter set. But if you want to spend a little bit more on a starter set, I would say 240 is a little bit better because they have more marker options, and so you don't have to buy twice, you know what I mean? Like not buying 168 and then buying 240 later where you'll have some dupes. So if you rather spend a little bit more to begin with, then I do recommend 240. I'm doing the page in the Comfy Days book where the duck and koala are doing laundry. Wait a minute! Oh wait, that's so cute! I want to see if I've done it before. I did. I may have done it. Laundry page. Oh, there's actually so many pages left in this book that I wanted to color too. See, like, I had so many pages left. I wish I could. I will get back to this and color more, because I do miss this book. Like, it has the cutest drawings in here. Well, I'm so excited for you. And I would love to see your completed page if you want to post it either on my community or tag me or whatever. I'd love to see. I think there have also been questions about outlining as well. I do have a video up on how I do it, and I mean, I'm trying really hard to find a way to explain it in a way that I want to, because I don't know, like I was just explaining earlier, you kind of just see the numbers and you just color in that area that you... Ooh, this one's leaking. You saw how it just leaked like that? This is why. It's sometimes guangna markers get way too juicy for me. Like, I need to dry it up before it ruins my page. And that would have been a big no-no moment. also, if you are wondering which book to buy, I think that also depends on your interests, the difficulty level that you want to achieve in these books. If you just want something super simple, they have options for that. If you want things that are more artistic and like more details to them, they have that too. So it just really, and then like if you have other interests, maybe not Disney, maybe it is Disney, but you want specific Disney characters or Pixar, you know, they have all those options. And that's why I really love it. But the one thing that I realize is a lot of dupes. These pages like have duplicates a lot. So that's where it gets a little tricky, where I'm like, which one do I do it from? Like color this page from? Because then I don't really feel like doing duplicates if I don't have to, because I like to also conserve my markers too. There was a white there. Every time I open this marker, I'm like, I need to test it out. Like, having a marker explode on your page is literally the saddest thing to ever happen to anyone in the coloring world. Last dog. Okay. Sorry, this gray color is giving me... I have to pay so much attention to this. Hi, Rosalind, you're back. Welcome back. I feel like not much progressed, but we're getting there. another white that I'm missing. I really like these fine tips. You know, this has nothing to do with your current coloring book, but how do you do lighting and shade when you're coloring? I saw the video you did a couple days ago with the ballerina. It was so cute. Oh, thank you so much, Alexandria. How I do my lighting and shading. I think you can also go back a couple videos too, because how I do the shading is on Bobby Good's page specifically. I like to go from darkest color to lightest color. So let me see if I could give an example. Like here. These are like a combo that I always use, right? For grass or whatever tree. You can see this is the darkest color, this is the second, and this is the lightest. I usually choose 3. This is just a quick tutorial, real quick. And because the lightest is more so the lighting, right? So I usually do where the shaded areas are, so where you would probably see shadows and all of that. You add the darkest color first. Before it dries, you go in with the second color to make sure, well, just to fill in the areas, and your lighter areas you'll use the lightest color. I don't know if this is a good explanation, but that's usually how I do any blending, any lighting, is that I go in with the darkest color and then you keep blending it up until the lightest area, you know? And I hope I'm explaining it right, and that's also why I don't do tutorials, but I feel like it's better you know, I can probably better explain it live, or at least while I am coloring it. I hope that helps. In all my other videos, you can also see that I go in with the darkest color first, and then in my video you see, you know, how I color all of that. So hopefully that helps too with, you know, how I do that. And that's why I leave my long form ASMR colorings up there. Like you could see the whole progress, is because, you know, I might not be explaining it, but I could explain it live. And yeah. If you have any more questions, let me know, because I don't know if that was a great explanation, especially because I'm not coloring in something like that right now. I do want to go live with the Bobby Goods page soon. So maybe next weekend, or next week, I would say, not the weekend, that I could probably go live with a Bobby Goods book. And then if you guys have any more questions regarding, because I have been getting a lot of questions actually of like, make a tutorial and all of that, and I don't, I personally don't. I think there are really great tutorials out there already, and so I don't think I need to have my own explanation, because I have followed other people's explanation as well. So, but I will happily do it here live. So yeah, maybe next weekend we can color a Bobby Goods page together, and I can explain a little bit more. No, your explanation actually helped a bit. I'm gonna try it right now. Ooh, let me know how it goes. And if you have any more questions, I am right here. It's getting so good. Thank you, Rosalind. Rosalind, sorry. It's the dogs are almost done, I feel like. And then everything else should be pretty straightforward in big areas. These little details just take so much longer because they're little details. But then once you get to the bigger areas, I feel like it's smooth sailing from there. Little details. It still feels a little bit dark, this gray, but sometimes you just have to trust the process and pray that it comes out fine. Nope. Made a mistake there. I really wish they had more, like under 10 color pages. Because I really love just being able to just color. And I have to like pick out so many colors too. So this page is really appreciated. I have to do their collar, this collar. wish I could play some better music, but I have to worry about copyright, so do you guys have any recommendations on music that I can use on these streams? It was a struggle trying to find good music that are copyright free. Okay, number 5 is done. Finally. Now let's do real quick. Let's see if this. Oops, sorry. I just hit my head on the light. This could work. Number 6. Try that. G116. Usually when I show my color codes, it's so messy because I constantly change my mind and cross things out and such. Okay. Woohoo! Using another longer gel pen because I noticed number 6 are just like little details. So I didn't feel like we should use a brush tip because it might just go all over the place. So always, this is a tip on how I use the Longbow gel pens, is if it, like, I haven't used this one in a long time, so just kind of go around it like this, kind of activating the ink to come down, and then you press down. You might have to do a couple of times before it really like flows. Like right now it's flowing because I did it a couple of times. I had to do it a couple of times for it to come out. I'm not really satisfied with it. You should feel like something pressed down, and then it flows a little better. It's not great still. This is it. This is what it is. And these. It's okay. You know what I forgot to do? Is this whole section. We'll take a break real quick. and back. When your grandma calls, you answer and you see what she's up to. Okay, so now let's prime this thing one more time just to make sure it works. Okay, it works. See, like this gray, this dark gray is like the nose. So it's like very small detail. So I just want to use the pen for this. It's the nose here as well. It didn't prime well. So thank you guys for sticking around. Also remember to take like breaks too. It's very important. Like right now it's so weird because it's so sunny outside, but like it's about to snow like crazy. So it's very interesting. So get your sun in before anything else. Number 4 is B45. I'm just gonna do a little collar that he has real quick. Number 4. This is also another good thing about the shuttle art acrylic markers, that it really does not leak, and it's never happened to me, unlike that marker I was just using, the gray, that was leaking. Guana is very juicy. Like there's pros and cons to it, and there's also pros and cons to these types of acrylic markers as well, the ones that don't leak. So it just really depends on which one you prefer, you know. Like this one dried really quick. That's because this one doesn't really have a lot of juice. So let's finish this gray because I think it dried. Just going back in there for another layer. Let's see if it's, yeah, it's good. Even with these acrylic gel pens, it's good to go in with another layer. They're juicy, but there you go. Hello, I'm coloring. Yay, we all love coloring, and I hope more and more people would appreciate adult coloring too. Okay, now since it's like I'm so close to finishing this, so I try to only use it for their eyes, like the little details here, and like maybe their brows right here. I just love how it glides so smoothly. And then I'm just gonna do it around their eye area, and then I'll use the rest for with my other acrylic marker. And I just do their little nose. Like just little areas where I feel like may take up a little bit more detail to them. Sorry, I cannot see. Here, I think I'm gonna do it too. Cute little mouths. Guys, I really want a dog. It may look a little funny now, but glides so smooth. I love this. This is why I will be finishing up this one so fast. This black acrylic pen. Let me just do these little dots, and then I'm gonna go back in with my bigger black acrylic marker. To finish outlining. I missed a little gray area. Right here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think, oh, he only has that one spot. Oh, I thought I didn't leave any spots for him, but it's just because he didn't really have any spots on there. It's just here. Okie dokie. Now, I love the grabbies, extra fine, black marker for like a little bit more heavier things like his ears here. I feel like this one deserves this because it's such a larger area. also running out of ink in this one, so I was hoping it would work. Okay. Because like I said earlier, I like to finish all my products before buying something, and I really wanted the Thule R black and white one as well. Acrylic markers. So I want to finish this grabby one too. And I love grabby, but don't get me wrong, I love trying new markers too. So that is where I'm at. Number 3. Oh, it's so cute. It's genuinely so cute. I'm so excited for this page to be done. Oh man, I keep forgetting. Oh man. It's really cute so far. I actually love the one Dalmatians movie. Me too. It's really making me want to rewatch it. So that might be the move tonight. Or like during the snowstorm. Just make some hot cocoa, put on 101 Dalmatians. I really, really love this movie so much. And I've been kind of saving these pages low-key. Because I just really love 101 Dalmatians. Okay, should we start with the background now? Because I normally like to do the black outlining after the background. I just kind of did their face because I want to see their face. It's so cute. But I think I'm gonna keep it like that for now and do the background. So 4 is up here, right? What I showed you guys earlier. 4 is the lighter color, so I'm gonna start with that. And let me just make sure I finish all this gray that I missed earlier. Okay. This is like a moment of truth. Are you ready? So this is where it splits, right? And then This one is an easy one because you don't really have to see where you're going, because this whole thing, you know, is like the blue that they have. It's one thing I don't really like about the shuttle art acrylic is the sound it makes. It does not make good ASMR. Because like I said, it's so firm and solid that there's really no flexibility with the marker itself. So the sound it makes sounds like screech, like a screeching sound almost. Yeah, I have to fix that black part because I literally just colored it. But it's okay. Oh, I have to move this book like 365 because like just to get the right angle to outline this. See, I gotta make the window a little bit smaller than it was supposed to be, but it's fine. How often do you cover white? I always cover white. There's no, I don't think I've ever not colored it white, because eventually I feel like when I use other markers, see, like I already kind of messed it up a little bit, so I'm gonna need to always use white to kind of like make it more poppy, like poppin'. I am here, what's so? Hi. That is my big brother who helped draw my Bobby Goods title page. finish outlining first. What's your favorite Disney princess? I heard your favorite is usually the one that is most like yourself. Ooh. Mine always changed. I think when I was a kid, I really first loved Cinderella. And then I liked Ariel. Because I felt more drawn to her later on in life, I guess. Well, not later on in life, I was still a kid, but I guess after watching her movie, I was like, oh, I, want to get away. I don't know. But yeah, it was Ariel. And I would say I still love Ariel a lot. I also really love Tiana now. In terms of like Disney princesses, those are my top two. I'm curious, what are your guys' favorite Disney? I mean, it doesn't have to be princess either, just Disney characters. Disney Pixar characters, same thing. Okay, now let's fill this in. This is the exciting part after like you just outlined everything. It's just so satisfying. Just coloring it in. You may see streaks on big areas like this the first time around, but once you add another layer, it kind of gets rid of all these streaks, so you don't really have to worry about that. And that's really, truly what I love about acrylic markers. I don't really like the sound, you guys. This ASMR from this shuttle art. Let me know what you guys think. It sounds very different from like guan or long guan. Just more screechy, high pitched. Mine was always Cinderella and Mulan, but I love Tiana too. Plus, I had a huge crush on him. That's so funny. I almost forgot about Mulan. Actually, Mulan is actually top 3 too. I love like the whole plot and storyline of Mulan, to be honest. That's so funny. I really do love these books, even if it's Disney. I think it just brings back so many memories, and like everyone can kind of connect to it in some way, shape, or form. and brings you back to childhood and your inner child, because just because you're an adult doesn't mean you have to stop, everything that reminds you of childhood. First layer done. So you see some streaks, but it's okay because we will go over with another layer once this dries. But again, shadow art dries really quick because it's not as juicy. So I'm already ready to go in with another layer. And you'll be able to see in real time just how much difference it makes with the second layer. Sometimes you just have to shake it a little bit to get some juice pumping. I feel like we stopped doing things like coloring, playing games, etc. because society tells us when we grow up we shouldn't be interested in those things. I agree. Sorry, I'm mumbling. But no, yeah, I agree. I think my happiest was when I found coloring again as an adult, because there's so many things that we stop doing as I guess we grow old or whatever. But making some time to play video games, to color, to go outside to the park, as an adult you can still go to the park and enjoy yourself, go on the swings and things like that. I think people forget that life is not that serious. Life is not that serious. You don't need to feel like people are judging you because you're doing certain things that may feel childish or that society doesn't think is good for you as an adult or whatever. When I started coloring a little under 2 years ago now, honestly coloring was not as accepted, or it wasn't not accepted, but it wasn't everybody, it wasn't trending, I guess is what I'm trying to say. People weren't oh, let me get a Coco Wile book and color now. No, no one was really doing that besides the coloring talk or coloring community. And once that community blew up, now everyone is kind of let's color, which I have no no complaints about, because I want people to color. But I think Color Talk blew up because of all the amazing talented people we have, showcasing, you know, their art and things. And then I feel like it's steering towards, like, you have to make beautiful art to color, you know, when people really just started off to color to relax. I feel like we stopped. Oh wait, did I read that already? I did. But yeah, it does suck. Are these Ohuhu acrylic markers? I bought a Disney book from Amazon with some markers and I wonder if they bleed through the pages. No, they do not, and you can see it right now. This is the next page. It doesn't bleed. However, this is not Ohuhu's acrylic markers. I have them, but I don't often use them on these pages just because they're very, very juicy. So if you're talking about these Nahuku acrylic markers, or even the what's it called, like the dual tip ones, I felt like, honest opinion, the dual tip Ohuhu does not have enough juice or ink or whatever you call it. The Nahuku acrylic markers have too much ink, and so it doesn't necessarily bleed through the next page, but then the colors do transfer afterwards, and that is just letting you know, because that happened to me before. Great, I just started coloring again after some years with a break to get less screen time. I'm so happy that you made that decision, because that was exactly what made me start coloring, was because I felt like I needed to stop being on my phone or whatever and just start doing something more with like my hands, something that I can also relax with and focus, you know what I mean? So I'm so happy. And these type of coloring books is such like a nice brain off activity. Like, you really, I'm sorry, I messed up. Like, after you choose the colors, it's so satisfying to just turn your brain off, relax, enjoy the sound of markers, listen to music, watch a movie, or whatever you like to do. Yeah, I did also get myself some new statter pens. Oh, I can't say it. Because the old ones has become different in their color, sadly, after being stored for so long. Yeah, that's the only thing. If you invest in something, you gotta make sure you're either using it or, you know. But I'm so happy that you are coloring again. Yeah, when I was a kid, I also did alcohol markers, but back then, the alcohol markers were, like, it smelled like heavy, strong smell, like it wasn't even, I don't even think it was healthy, to be honest, but I would color that, and then when I came back to coloring, and I was like, oh, let me find those markers, like, they all dried up, and, yeah, can't use them anymore. That's the sad part about it. But now they have better alcohol markers anyway, so I think it's like a win-win situation. Oh my gosh, you guys, I keep messing up. Yeah, but with all the consumptions out there, I have this goal to not buy more coloring books before I'm done with those 4 I have. Girl, same here. I was just talking about it earlier too, that this is a new book that I bought, but technically I didn't buy it because my boyfriend had like Walmart cash or whatever, so he technically didn't even pay for it. It was just cash back and got this book for me because I heard that there was the US editions for these books, and yeah, he got this. But I was like, you know what, I cannot get any more books because or markers until I finish these, because I really don't agree with spending so much money either. It's a hobby, you know, like it's not that serious. Unless you are taking it seriously, I mean, go off if you are. But if you're just, you know, relaxing and just trying to color, then, you know, just do that. Yeah, I think having like 40 books, that is too much if they are not used. Exactly, like I 100% agree. Like I only have this book and 3 other books from Disney, and that was just because, well, I only got 1 book to start off, and I finished like at least half of that book already, so I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll want another book. and that was it. And the same thing with markers. I was also just saying, like, the black grabby acrylic marker that I use, like, if you shake it, you could kind of tell, like, it's on its last life. Like, I could only use it for so much before it's, like, almost done. But I really want the Tuli art one, but I'm not getting that until I feel like I've finished all my grabby black ones and white ones, because I really don't think over consuming this is healthy anyways. I'm trying to see if I missed anything that's supposed to be 2. I think that may be it. And don't get me wrong, I have brands sending me things, and I try to be very clear with that it was gifted, and, you know, get this at your own discretion. And I'm just genuinely reviewing it with my honest opinion to see if this is the right fit for you guys, because I know in this economy it really sucks. So I don't know why I can't go in a straight line. Come on. And when I came across your channel, I thought it was so chill. Oh, thank you, Marie. Thank you so much. I really do hope I have some, you know, chill, relaxing content for you. Because I really just love to color, and I just want to show you how relaxing coloring is with the marker sounds, and just a very cozy hobby that anyone can pick up and enjoy, you know? Just want to spread the love. But I'm not gonna lie, the shadow art marker ASMR or sound is not that great, which is why I don't normally use this, but I wanted to try it with this page. It is so satisfying to watch. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That is genuinely just my goal, is to really, like, if my videos pop up on your feed on a stressful day or a long day, and you watch it and you get this like sense of relaxation, then I feel like I've done my job, you know, like that's what I want to have with my videos, my platform. It's just taking maybe 30 seconds to a minute to just relax, because that really helped me during a really tough time in my life. And I kind of came across coloring videos of people like ASMR, and I was like, this is so relaxing. Like, how have I not done this before? Or like, you know, even colored and all that. So if you go through my channel, I literally started coloring when I started my like YouTube, all my platforms, so you can kind of see like how I progressed through it, which is really interesting. Even when I go back and watch just like how I colored, it was very flat, which is like normal. I was just starting off too, but I wanted to bring that back with a flat color series in my shorts, just to kind of remind myself and everyone that it's okay if you're just flat coloring. Like, it really does not matter if you are adding all those details or not. It is your coloring page that you chose to pick up because you wanted to relax or get creative or whatever the reason is, you know? And you don't have to be like all those people coloring in such fancy shading details. If you want to, go for it. Go for it, you know? I did it. And I felt so satisfied with the results, you know? But that's me. So yeah, you know, coloring is very subjective, in my opinion. Okay, we're just gonna add these little shadows too. Oh wait, but I have to add another layer down here first. But all we have to do is the little shadows over here and then their black outline. And then we're done! So exciting. And let's add another layer. This looks so cute. Oh, thank you. it is really cute. Honestly, all the 101 Dalmatian page or Lady and the Tramp, like all these dogs are so cute. I'm such a dog person. I'm really hoping to find more colors or people who love coloring in the East Coast, so we can, you know, I want to really create a community locally too, on just spreading this, you know, like coloring is for adults too, who needs a moment. Anyone who needs a moment to relax, de-stress, unwind, you know. So if you are in the East Coast, preferably New York, New Jersey area, please let me know. I really want some coloring buddies around here. And to make new friends. What state do you live in? I live in New York. And I'm very curious on where you guys are from too. Because I don't really see that many people in New York, New Jersey who color. So I'm really trying to find. I'm actually in Norway. Oh, Marie! So far away. But that is so cool. Maybe we can go international one day. If I ever visit, I would definitely love to meet with so many people who color all around the world. That would be so cool. Alexandria, no way. We have to chat. We have to chat. If you're in New York, maybe DM me or email me, because I really want to get to know more people in New York, New Jersey area who color. This is so like fascinating to me. We're getting so much snow between tomorrow and Sunday. Stay warm. Same here. I mean, well, yes. You said you're in New York. We are getting like almost a foot long. I mean, yeah, foot of snow. So you too, stay warm. Make sure you are prepared. Your heat is working and all of that. Don't freeze your pipes. We do have a beautiful landscape here. So in those cozy books I draw a lot of inspiration from outside my doorstep. You're so lucky, Marie. That is like a dream to just like live in an area where you're just so inspired right outside your doorstep. Outside New York is like just buildings on buildings on buildings. I'm definitely gonna visit Norway one day. Oh my gosh, my tea got so cold. I've seen pictures. Yeah, it's nothing like... Well, I've been here my whole life, so maybe that's why I don't feel like New York is as nice as it used to be, at least. I used to love New York, and I wanted to stay here but are you in the 5 boroughs or upstate? I'm in the 5 boroughs. I'm in the city. So that's why sometimes in my videos you can hear a lot of airplanes flying by, because airplanes love to fly on top of my house. And plus I live near 2 airports. Wow, the shadows look so nice actually. I'm so excited for this to be done, because I just want to see the final result. Alexandria, I would love to meet up one day and color. I feel like that'd be so fun. Going to like a cafe, you got like cozy music, good company, your books, the markers. When do you usually go live? I try to do on the weekends, but you know, weekends are also the only time I can, like, you know, have a life sometimes. So there are days like this where I'll go live on Saturdays and Sundays, like weekends, which I do prefer. But if I can't do the weekends, then I try to notify you guys if I'm gonna go live during the week. So just make sure to have my notifications on, or check my community posts, because I post there a lot to let you know when I go live. But I do prefer weekends. But let me know what you guys prefer, because I feel like, you know, you can try to work it out. My aunt and uncle used to live by LaGuardia. Oh my gosh, yeah. I hate the airplanes flying by, but it is convenient when you live near an airport, you know. So yes, are you upstate or in the boroughs? Because I was gonna say, if you ever near the city or in the boroughs, we can definitely meet up. And then you hear cars revving up all the time around here. Adding another layer. Now all I'm thinking about is Norway. I really wanted to travel that way. Like, like it's been like my goal. Like Iceland too. Iceland, Norway, Sweden. You guys, I got black acrylic ink all over my desk. It's fine. The mountains in the Frozen movies are inspired from Norway. Stop, I did not know that. That is actually really cool. Because I've always, like, the winter mountains and, like, or just mountains in general, like, I love being near anything mountainous. Or nature-y. Maybe because I'm a Pisces. And I heard Pisces are like that. But yeah, that is a goal. Very, very short-term goal. I'm in the boroughs. I don't use my Instagrams, but I can email you. Yes, please. Please do that. You see with these like outlines, I really, really have to like get all up in there. So I'm actually so shocked and so happy at the same time that someone in the boroughs color. Like with the popularity of coloring, I kind of expected it, but never know. You never know. I'm so happy. Outline part takes just as long. Because I would consider this detailing, and I'm like adding the outline. Messed up that one. I might have to finish the outline on my own, but you kind of see the whole thing. You saw the whole thing happen, and I will post, well, not post, I will show you the color codes I used before I stopped the live, so you can also color. Just emailed you. Awesome! I will definitely check it out after this. Thank you so much. I feel like every time I go live, I just meet so many new friends and like cool coloring people. So thank you, you guys. And I really, really appreciate all of your support. Like, even if I don't, you know, show my face or talk in my videos, you guys still show so much love. So I appreciate it. One dog done. It's so cute. Look at it. You know, it is a little sad. Some people think this is only for children because colors are therapeutic. You are clocking it, Marie, because, and I love to spread this like coloring for adults, and I always say when I rediscover coloring as an adult, I always go in saying that because I don't want people to think that it's such a bad thing to do that, you know? Art is very therapeutic. Coloring is a form of art, whether you are just coloring for fun or coloring for real, like, it is art. And so this is some type of art therapy. So it's nothing to be like ashamed of, I guess. And I'm also trying to do that for myself too. Just be more loud and proud with it, you know? Say you color. Yeah, and I want to like advocate for more people to color too. That's why I want to meet people, set up more in-person events that allows people or give the space for people to feel comfortable coloring with other adults as well. Like, it's not a kid thing. We can all kind of do this, you know, while I'm like this, but in person. Of like, let's color and chat, you know, meet new people. I think it's gonna be so much fun. I said I was gonna finish the outline on my own, but I may just finish this one. I just feel like I'm almost there. Does anyone else have any other hobbies they'd like to share? Because I feel like once you're a hobby girl, you just pick up so much, like, other hobbies as well. Like I do. I mean, I've loved reading, so that was honestly one of my first cozy hobbies that I do. And then I play a little video game, but not really. People around me would know I suck. I can only play Overcooked on the Switch, and then Mario Kart, probably. That's like my extent of gaming. I love like New York Times, like crossword puzzles and Sudoku and stuff like that, but I feel so old. Like every time I say that, I'm into the New York Times, like Wordles and Connections game. Like I really love those. No, it's running an ink. No, seriously, I like knitting, playing The Sims, and I just started Stardew Valley. Oh, I've heard of those. You see, I'm so bad at games though. Like, I'm just bad. Like, I won't win. It's not even cozy or cute, because I can't even get it sometimes. So that's just me. But I've heard of it, and I heard it's really fun. So I'm very excited for you that you're just starting this. And knitting, ooh girl. I was a big hobby girl. Even like in middle school. I would crochet, so I don't know how to knit, but like that same vibe, like I love it. It's so relaxing and therapeutic. Alright, I'm just gonna finish this. Finish this outline real quick. Hi, Rosalind. I want to learn. I actually think crocheting is harder than knitting. You think so? I always thought knitting was harder. It's like tuck curl or something. And then, well, I eventually found it crocheting really hard when you start getting into like the harder stuff, like actually like connecting the pieces together. If you're making like a sweater, you know, like that got really hard. I could barely do like crochet a circle, so that was like the extent of my crocheting hobby. And then I went on to something else. I'm back again because I was eating dinner. Oh, welcome back. When you're outlining, you just cannot stop because I just want to see how this dog turns out. This page looks so cute, so I just want to see how it. Alright, you guys, I might as well just finish this here. So just bear with me. This one's really like running out of ink now. Well, as we come to an end, I do want to ask if there are any other questions, because I wanted this live to help answer any questions that you guys might have. Doesn't have to be Disney or like these mystery coloring books, you know. Could just be coloring in general. And I hope I at least help answer some questions that you guys have. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or all that good stuff. It's done. Yeah, don't forget to like. If yeah, don't forget to like. I don't even know what else to say, guys. Haven't been live in a while, but here is the full results, and I really appreciate you guys sticking around for how long has this been? Like 3 hours almost, yeah. So thank you so much for stopping by. Here is the color code in case you guys want to color this as well. Came out so nice. Thank you. It honestly is so cute. Right? It was worth the wait. So adorable. So again, yeah, I use shuttle art, but there are colors in the Guangna and Langguo set that you can use for these 9 colors on this page. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and smash the like button, and I will see you guys next time. And don't forget to leave any more questions you have in the comments below. Bye!